The road to the biggest party of the summer continues tonight through 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We are here to preview tonight's show for Monday Night Raw. And WWE has announced a stacked card for tonight's show, which of course will be topped off by Cody Rhodes delivering a special nightmarish message to Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar, of course, is not advertised for tonight, so therefore he will not hear this message. He will not see this message, because I highly doubt that Brock Lesnar is sitting at home watching 3 hours of Raw on a Monday.
He's certainly not doing that, guys, and if he's not advertised, I don't see him. And to be honest, what would it change anything if Brock's there tonight or not? It would just be a beatdown. Him coming at this cowboy, good to get a life, kid. I mean, see as good funny as that was, this feud's done, man. This is Cody Rhodes deserves better. Brock deserves better.
Well, I would
deserve better.
I would take Brock rather than not getting Brock. So yeah, no, you can have whatever you want, but for me, yeah, give me Brock. Please give me Brock. I wonder if Brock shows up and then they have to sit him down and be like, right, here's what Cody Rhodes has said to you the last 3 weeks. Just feels, it's very lame knowing that Cody Rhodes is going to come out and he's going to do what he always does. He's just going to cut a promo. I mean, what has Cody Rhodes possibly got to say about Brock Lesnar? What else can he say? Like, at least, like, back in the day, when someone was cutting a promo on someone, you knew they were full-time, you knew that they were backstage, you knew that they could come out, something could escalate, something could happen. Nothing's going to happen tonight. Cody Rhodes is cutting a promo on Brock Lesnar, who's not there. So what the fuck can happen? Some jobber's going to come out and challenge Cody Rhodes to a match? Oh, big fatty Bronson Reed comes out and goes, Brock Lesnar not here, you face me instead. I mean, is that what's going to happen? Like, Jesus Christ.
The worst thing they did was do this a best of 3, because it should have just been a one and done. It really should have been.
Well, that's what Brock Lesnar normally does, turns up, comes out for 2 minutes and pisses off away. So yeah, Brock Lesnar, 3 matches with Brock. You barely get Brock Lesnar, and they're doing him 3 matches against Cody Rhodes. Just not necessary. One match is enough. You don't need fucking 3 matches in a row.
And then, like, Cody had like a mini feud against Dominic. What are they doing?
Because Brock doesn't work the UK. What's Brock got against London? I wonder. Although, don't get me wrong, maybe they probably just wanted to drag it out towards SummerSlam, which is fair enough. But why not just start it a month later? Because maybe they wanted this for the Puerto Rican Backlash show. Who knows? Who cares? Cody Rhodes is cutting a promo tonight. I just don't think he's going to say anything interesting that we haven't already. Like, what can he honestly say? Oh, last week Brock came out and I hit him with the Cody cutter. Whoop they fucking do.
You know, it's the same shit every week. I was at the titty top, and then Brock came and hit me with their 5.
I gotta finish the story, and I don't know why I'm doing a Drew McIntyre accent, but yeah, the story, fuck the story at this rate, fuck this feud. Cody Rhodes is bored.
Your dad was pissed, get a finish, kid.
Cody Rhodes has bored me since WrestleMania. Maybe if he'd have won the belt, it would have been different, but I feel like he's lost a shitload of momentum, and it just wouldn't feel the same. I don't know if they're planning on doing Cody versus Roman 2 next year at Mania, but I don't really want to see it. Anyway, let's talk about what we are seeing tonight. We've got Tommaso Ciampa, aka Small Cheese, versus The Miz in a no DQ match. Feud feels like it's just been born out of nothing. Last time Ciampa was on Raw, he was teaming up with The Miz, he was acting like The Miz, he was dressing like The Miz. It was basically just another reincarnation of Mizdow with Damien Sandow and The Miz. They were doing it with Tommaso Ciampa. He had that horrible fucking feud with Dexter Lumis, which started off promising, but then we found out that Dexter Lumis was getting paid to do that stuff. And it's like, why? I mean, what sense did that make?
Where is Dexter Lumis?
Where is probably released anyway. Tommaso Ciampa versus The Miz in a no DQ match tonight. Just doesn't feel like this match warrants a no DQ. I know Miz attacked him last week with the skull crushing finale, but when I think of a no DQ match, it's either normally a cool stipulation for a title match, or you feel like the rivalry or the 2 participants have earned it or justified it. I'm just not really seeing The Miz Ciampa no DQ, but whatever. Who knows? Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark. I could argue this should be maybe DQ more, no DQ more, since there actually seems to be more of a rivalry here and a bit more heat. I just don't really understand why Ciampa and The Miz are still feuding, but whatever. Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark. I guess we're going with Becky versus Trish at SummerSlam, so they have to do Becky versus Zoe Stark beforehand. I would have added a stipulation, like if Becky wins and Zoe Starks isn't at ringside at SummerSlam. I mean, I guess they could still do something like that, but yeah, Becky versus Zoe Stark. We've got Drew McIntyre teaming up with Matt Riddle to take on Imperium's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. I would bet my life and this fucking channel that Drew and Matt Riddle win.
Yep, I would bet my life also on that. There's just no way they're going to look. These guys, when was the last time Imperium won a match with these two? Just these two.
Yeah.
Even in the 3-on-3, they still lose.
Although, I just feel like they've got more chance of winning a 3-on-3 match with Gunther at it in there. Yeah. I feel like they've got no chance without Gunther, especially against
The ring is sacred. Unless it's these two jobbers in the ring, then it's not very sacred, amigo.
And it's like, oh, Matt Riddle here. You couldn't beat Gunther. You couldn't be Intercontinental Champion, but you can be Drew McIntyre's little bitch.
Little bitch.
We'll keep you involved. You can be the backup plan in case
From
Drew...
Air Scotland.
You can be the backup plan in case Drew walks out and blacks out his Twitter again. We've got Logan Paul and Ricochet meeting face to face in the ring. Ricochet meeting anybody face to face isn't really appealing. Like, the guy's just not that fucking good.
He's really boring.
I mean, you take him. I'm not denying that he can do cool stuff in ladder matches and stuff like that. And I would say because of his arsenal and his high flying ability, he's probably a good man to have in like a Money in the Bank match. I'm not denying that. But in terms of him feuding with Logan Paul, this just seems dead. We've had Logan Paul feud with Seth Rollins, we've had him feud with The Miz, and we've had him feud with Roman Reigns, and now he's feuding with Ricochet.
He's just regressing, it's not getting any better.
Yeah, this is why you shouldn't... This is why the first couple of years, like, you shouldn't be in the main event. Because, like, I mean, look at what Logan Paul's done. There's nothing really more for Logan Paul to do other than win a title.
You know what, right? He had that spot with Ricochet at the Rumble. Why not build towards Ricochet, Logan Paul at Mania? Because let's be real.
Fuck.
No, but Logan Paul's a draw on himself. I feel like having Logan Paul against Seth Rollins at Mania just... Seth Rollins doesn't need him, and Logan Paul doesn't really need Seth Rollins.
I know, but if Logan Paul takes on Ricochet, then that means you're getting a Ricochet singles match at Mania, and who wants that? Certainly not me. We've got Chad Gable and Otis. They are hosting the Alpha Academy graduation ceremony for Maxine Dupree.
I do not care about any of this. This is awful. This is the same shit week in, week out. Big, fat, tubby, chasing bastard.
Yeah.
Turn off, please. I don't like any of it.
I remember Alpha Academy were having the feud with RK Bro, and it was actually really fun. They were doing the what was the question shit they were doing? I don't know, it was entertaining.
I was like, I'm from Harvard and you're a retard, Riddle, sort of deal.
But what they're doing now, this certainly isn't entertaining. They've been feuding with the Viking Raiders, while the Viking Raiders interrupt this Alpha Academy graduation ceremony thing. I mean, who knows?
Who cares?
I prefer Chase U.
I prefer
Andrew Chase.
Every day of the week. I feel like I was going to a week watching Raw. I mean, come on,
Could you combine the two? Chase University and Alpha Academy?
Why not? I'd take it. I feel like you could actually get some... It'd be way more entertaining. Chase U's where it's at. Scrap Alpha.
Chase U. And finally, we already discussed this, but Cody Rhodes delivers a nightmare message to Brock Lesnar.
Aye.
I mean, off the top of your head, I just don't understand what Cody Rhodes can possibly do to enhance, like, what can he say that hasn't already been said?
He can announce a stipulation, maybe.
But see, back in the day, I don't want to keep going on about it, I felt like they actually did segments that had fan stories. See now, people just come out and talk for the sake of talking.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, say if this turned around and said...
Or for the bloodline.
I'll give the bloodline credit, yeah, they do seem to, that's got layers and layers and layers, right? Even though I think it's went on a bit too long, and Roman Reigns' title reign is fucking bored the shit out of me, and it has pretty much destroyed Raw, in terms of having the world champion and main eventers, but still, that storyline has been good. Like, when you look at this, it's like, I just don't understand what Cody Rhodes can do tonight that's going to make me go, oh, you know what, this feud's got even better now. It's like, was Becky Lynch taking on Zoe Stark tonight? At least that adds more to her versus Trish, I guess, if she takes out Zoe Stark. Because if Zoe Stark wasn't involved with Trish, you could easily be getting, Becky Lynch delivers a special message to Trish Stratus ahead of the SummerSlam, and what would that do? It would fucking do nothing. Because we've already seen them talk to each other so many bloody times. So, I just don't understand. I don't get it. Cody Rhodes,
why can't Brock announce an opponent for Cody Rhodes to take on tonight?
Why can't fucking Brock turn up and we get a tag team match?
Yeah, that's better.
Pick your poison.
Brock and Dominic against Cody and whoever.
Or give, I don't know, something. Fucking Brock's not even here. So, anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to quickly give you my predictions for the matches. Only 3 matches announced. I'm going to go with Tommaso Ciampa to beat The Miz. I'm going to go with Becky Lynch to beat Zoe Stark. And I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle to beat Imperium. I'm
going to go with the exact same 3 because I don't have an argument for the other ones. So.
There you go, guys. It's a shutout. We're going 3-0 to Ciampa, Lynch and Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle. That's it. We'll catch you for the Raw review. It's not the greatest. It's not the most exciting looking Raw ahead of SummerSlam. But who knows? Hopefully something happens. Hopefully Raw can be must-see tonight. Will we get Carlito returning? We were supposed to get him at Madison Square Garden. He no-showed, or they changed their mind. Who knows? Maybe they're keeping him for tonight. And another thing, just before we go, I know people have been complaining about LA Knight not winning the Money in the Bank and that Drew McIntyre, Damien Priest won it instead. A lot of people think that's the wrong decision. But when you think about it, Roman Reigns is the champion on SmackDown. LA Knight is currently on SmackDown. I think at least with Damien Priest, you can argue that him having the Money in the Bank briefcase on Raw is going to create a lot more tension. It's going to create a lot more believability, and the factor that, you know, he could cash in at any time. And I just think it will make Seth Rollins vulnerable during his title reign, whereas I just think on SmackDown, I mean, this Roman Reigns title reign isn't going to end anytime soon. It's probably not going to end due to a cash-in, so what sense would it make?
And it's just sticking LA Knight in the Bloodline story, where he doesn't really belong.
What sense would it make having somebody on SmackDown hold the Money in the Bank briefcase when they realistically ain't going to be able to cash it in? At least with Damien Priest, you feel like he's got an opportunity every single week where he can cash it in. Most weeks Roman Reigns ain't even on SmackDown, so again, what would be the point of a SmackDown wrestler holding it? That's my point of view. That's what I think with this brand split. Now, if there was no brand split, then possibly they could have had LA Knight win it and whatever. He could have maybe turned up on Raw a few times. But again, with him being on SmackDown and Roman Reigns supposed to be on SmackDown but never really on SmackDown, just don't think it would make much sense for him to have the briefcase, because he would have it and Roman Reigns wouldn't even be there the majority of the time to cash in on. So you're losing the whole factor of the surprise cash-in Money in the Bank holder anyway. So that's my thoughts on that, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Till next time, peace.